all politicians tend to play God. Yes, Tinubu sometimes play God. And we saw it recently when he summoned, they had a meeting of APC stakeholders. At that meeting, he announced those who will get a ticket already, said the rest of you go and contest. And they asked people to ask questions. In the process, Obanikoro Musiliu raised up his hand. He was summoned by the MC to come to the stage. Right there, Tinubu cut him short and disgraced him, took the microphone from him, and insisted that he should be walked out of the hall. Well, honestly, if I was Obanikoro, I would not have gone out. I would let him kill me publicly. I would let him shed my blood publicly. Obanikoro is from the establishment of Lagos. He's from royalty in Lagos. Obanikoro was commissioner. Obanikoro was senator. Obanikoro was ambassador. Obanikoro was minister. And you summon him publicly and you give him such a public disgrace? Worst of all, in the presence of his son. Abba. Anyway, so it's not Tinubu alone. All the Nigerian governors play God. I mean, even the way you see the way they run the states. And you know, I always laugh at them. One of the most brilliant men to ever become governors in Nigeria is Shekarau of Kano. He left the place. After he left, he couldn't do anything against Kwakwanso. Kwakwanso did his own. After he left, he couldn't do anything against Ganduje. Ganduje is living his own now. You will see by this time next year. The truth is, the power of man is temporary. It's ephemeral. Only God is God.
Now, Senator Adeyeye, who are these members of the establishment that don't want Tinubu to be president?
Listen. I'm not going to name any name. You are a journalist. You go and do it. Go and do your research. What I will tell you is this. One, the establishment comprises of one class of 66, that is retired military generals. Two, some powerful traditional rulers. That's why Ganduje removed Sanusi. It won't be the first time that the king of Kano has been sent off the throne. Some traditional rulers, some politicians, some businessmen. Look, one of the ways in which parties in government are funded in Nigeria is by calling the governor of Central Bank to sell dollars at specific rates to specific businessmen at official rates. These businessmen will go and sell the dollars outside. For example, official rate is 414 or 415. As at this week, dollar has hit 608. So if you buy at 415 and you sell at 608, for every dollar you buy, you make a profit of 185 naira. So if you get thousands and thousands of dollars, you don't need to hold a fundraising. You simply go and do what is called round tripping. Who do you use for the round tripping? The biggest businessmen in the land. You won't see them. They are the ones who are involved. If you think they are not involved, you don't know what's going on.
And they don't want Tinubu?
Listen, what I have said. Because what said the government, such that the dukes and knights can live in opulence, where the citizenry at large lives as serfs, what we call in Wafa in Yoruba land. That's what they've reduced most of the citizens of Nigeria to. Our life has been sentenced to a life of subsistence. They know that in Lagos, Tinubu has his own system. And he holds it with a iron grip.
Iron grip?
Yes, he does. They know. And they're jealous of him. And they know that, look, if he do that in Lagos and they let him come and do it in Abuja, look, okay. Oshiomhole tried to remove Obaseki. Did he succeed? Of course he failed. Amosun did not support Abiodun. Did he succeed? Of course he failed. Rauf has been fighting Oyetola. Has he succeeded? Of course he hasn't. Rauf will tell me, you know I'm not fighting him. But the thing is, they're not the best of friends. Tinubu got rid of Ambode like a piece of chicken. It was easy. That's what you call iron grip. And in doing so, he sent a signal to everybody. All the governors went and begged him. They didn't prevail. The president, I'm told, I wasn't there, pleaded with him. They didn't prevail. So if he could do that while he's not president, do you think they would be happy to give the presidency to him? Because the Nigerian presidency is the most powerful in the world. So whatever I gave Bola Tinubu, I'm sure it's insignificant. He didn't need it. But it was a way of identifying with a man who has stood by us. And that is why when he now requested that he wanted Oyetola to be governor, honestly, I didn't just put my mouth in it. I put my body and I put my money in it. So the people now say, Adeyeye, who is he in Osun? Adeyeye was the only man who won election when every other man or woman in the AD, from governor to everybody, failed in the AD. I was the one man standing. 1 year later, when they were going to tell me, well, you have to what? He didn't win in his own hometown. I could not win in my hometown. I always told people in my hometown that I know you will not vote for me, but it's the election I will win. Because when I was coming to this planet, God gave me an assurance that it doesn't matter what do people here do, I will always prevail. And why was this? My offense was that they had a tussle over some chieftaincy matters. And at that time, I was too leftist to care about chieftaincy matters. So since I didn't join them, when politics came, it was their time to extract their pound of flesh. But thank God, I won. And when they were trying to deride me that he couldn't even win his election, there are 30 local governments plus one. Modeke being the extra one we call plus one in Osun. Sola Adeyeye myself, I was the only one in Osun who delivered his local government. Not Raoul did not deliver his own. Adeoti was chairman of the party, did not deliver his own. Afolabi was secretary of the party, did not deliver him. I, Sola Adeyeye, was the only who delivered my local government in the election. Not just that. I was the only one who did not take a penny from Bola Tinubu or Rauf Aregbesola. I was in the House of Rep. Bola Tinubu and Rauf sent money from Lagos, and they gave to everybody. And they did not give to my federal constituency. They said, well, Prof has the money. So I had to bear the expenses of 3 local governments.